enthusiasts, and welcome to Scaled Affairs, the show where I take a closer look on anime figures of all sorts. So sit back and relax while I'll show you what's maybe worth adding to your collection. Today's figure is Nendoroid number 1456, Kambe Daisuke from the Millionaire Detective Balance Unlimited. Like all current Nendos, Kambe comes to you in your typical window box. In the upper right corner that is normally reserved for the Good Smile Company logo, there is now the orange Rogue Circle, a brand originated by the manufacturer for his line of male characters, and also the 50-year anniversary logo to celebrate 1.5 decades of collectible minifigures. Inside the box you will find a plastic blister with the permanent parts in the front and the mounting gear and the base in the back. It has a very clean structure, but maybe you spotted that his police mark was popped out of its mold when he was still sealed and originally packed. Daisuke comes with a variety of accessories suited to his rich boy character, and I will present them to you in more detail later on, but first let's have a quick overview. On the right side I've compiled some of this figure's key details. Design wise he is very straightforward, but even if it's just a male body type in a suit, this figure got some amazing details given the scale we are dealing with here. Nendos are no stranger to white collar wardrobe, because in 2017 Good Smile already released a dress-up line of different business and wedding outfits, including some fancy looking suits, and if we compare those outfits next to Mr. Kambe's clothing, he's on a completely different level. Not only has it 3 distinct layers, it also features a bunch of tiny details like a silver belt buckle, cufflinks, a watch, and even his signature tie clip. Sadly, the coloring of his vest and the jacket are too identical, and even his shirt that is two-toned in the show with a lavender colored front and a white collar comes off as almost completely monochrome. If you look closely you will notice a difference in the two colors around the tie, but it's very subtle and not really show accurate in my opinion. The trousers have an almost identical build as the dress-up suits, with a ball joint on top and legs that sometimes can look like really high boots since it's all colored black. Speaking of shoes, his feet are a bit more permanent than those dress-up variants, so that he is almost able to stand on its own without the needs of the base. I've watched the show recently, and even if I found it pretty entertaining, I mainly bought this Nendo because of all the accessories he comes with. Because in my opinion those are highly versatile while also pretty unique in the entire lineup. First of all, you have the 3 hand pieces, the police patch, the champagne glass, and his tiny cigar that can be used by a wide array of characters, I guess. And then of course there is the main accessory of this figure, the red chair that looks very classy and can be used as a second mounting method for Daisuke. In order to place him onto the chair you have to swap out his lower body to a crossed-leg version of it and use the regular pack hole on his back to hold him in place. It looks great, but since Nendos are not designed in a way to sit down on their own, this prop might be less versatile than originally thought. Because first you would need a pair of sitting legs for another character, and even then it's questionable if the pack would fit into another body's mounting hole. Why they designed this chair in a way that you can't remove the clear glued mounting pack is beyond me. Despite of all the accessories, Good Smile also included 3 swappable faceplates with this little fellow. First we have an almost emotional, speaking out loud expression with an open mouth, then a more serious, not amused face, and of course his rich boy smirk that fits him so well. The faces and the hair do look great, but swapping faces can be difficult. It's quite challenging to pop off the front part since it does lack the typical anime hair spikes. On his left ear of course there is also his ear pin so that he can communicate with his AI butler. All in all, this is a quite lovely Nendo depiction of Daisuke Kambe with some widely usable accessories. The only character related piece that is missing and would have made this even cooler are his dark sunglasses. Since this was a show that came and went pretty quick, I'm not sure if there will be other Nendos or even other figures in general of the cast, so if you are a fan of the series you might not want to miss out on this one. Luckily you don't have to have an unlimited balance to buy him, since he costs pretty much the same as all the Nendos at release. And if you have some of the dress-up suits as well, you might get even more play value out of this release. Next time will be quite interesting when I'm reviewing my first figure from Good Smile's premium price figure lineup called Pop-Up Parade. So I guess this wraps it up for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you again in the future for another episode of Scaled Affairs. Until then, take care, keep collecting, and sacrifice your wallet, kun!